Hey guys, it's Chris. Welcome to my channel. I have so many things to talk to you guys about today. Um, I'm trying to get it all straight here. So much has been going on. So much has been going on. First of all, I want you to please, I always do that. I'll never get this right. I never will, you guys. I'm always going to point to the wrong corner. Please enter the March monthly vendor sponsored giveaway, guys. This is a really, really good one. Um, and it's really super easy. I'm posting the link here to the video, so all you need to do is click on that. It'll bring you to a whole nother tab or whatever. It'll open up in a new window and you can watch that video. Um, oh God, let's see, where do I start? Oh, first of all, I want to start off with, I kind of have a question for you guys. This is kind of our this is my little Manic Monday post. So, you know, it's a rant kind of thing. Not really rant, but just kind of, chit chat, catch up with you guys. First of all, I want to say to you guys that I know I did a little shout out to one of my youngest fans on Facebook. It was so cute, and a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, that's so cute." I don't want anyone to feel left out. I want to shout out to all you guys because I would not be where I am without you guys. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. I love all your posts. I love all your suggestions. I love how you help me out, like when I have questions, all that kind of stuff. I mean, truly from the bottom of my heart, I just love it. Um, if you guys have received my address because you wanted to do the Penpal thing, okay, just a little hint maybe. Um, my birthday is in 5 days. How many days? Let me check. Oh, of course, my calendar's not working. Hold on a second. Let me check. Let me double check here. How many days? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, I still count my fingers. 10, 11, 12, 13. 5 more days, guys. 5 more days and it is Chris's birthday. So that would be so cool to start getting these pen pal letters and getting this whole thing going as far as the pen pal thing. I'm really super excited. I think that's one of the things that I'm the most excited about as far as changes to my channel. I mean, I'm loving my vlogs too. If you guys watched my last vlog to the Bed Bath & Beyond, I just have to tell you kind of a funny little story about that. But back to the pen pal thing. I just think it's super, super cute, and I think it's going to be a really good idea and a really good way for us to kind of get to know each other a little bit better than we do now. You know, I mean, you guys post and everything, that's great, but I love handwritten letters and I really want to know like all about your interests. And I'm sorry if you guys hear, that's my charm bracelet. I'm hearing myself jingle and I'm like, what is that? Oh, that's my charm bracelet. Um, I really, really love handwritten letters and I love to write to people. I find I express myself better in handwritten letters. So if you guys had emailed me, and please continue to email me if you guys are interested in signing up for the pen pal. It's not really a sign up. I shouldn't say sign up for the pen pal, but if you're interested in doing the pen pal thing for me, really quickly, what that's going to be is you guys will send me a letter, and if you want to, I was thinking of maybe doing like a state or country themed kind of thing. So like you guys would mail me a letter with something like native to your, what makes your state or country special, something like that. Or maybe if it was just a postcard or a picture or whatever, if you wanted to draw me something, whatever. It doesn't, I mean, like I said, nothing, it doesn't have to be anything huge. And then I would send something back that would be, something Connecticut wise. Although I find Connecticut kind of boring, to be honest with you. So then I kind of said, okay, guys, send me the letters. I mean, if you still want to send me stuff from your country or your state or whatever, that's fine too. Just please be aware to put them in like a bubble mailer. Don't do like first class, where they go through the sorter because it's going to ruin whatever you have in there if it's not perfectly flat. I've learned that. But all you have to do is email me. My email is on my YouTube channel. And I will give you my address and then we will go back and forth. And so then you will send me a letter to start off with, like just a little bit about your interests, maybe your hobbies, maybe stuff you collect, just things you like to look at, whatever it is, that kind of stuff. And that would be, I mean, that would be super cool. So I would send something back with a little goody goody kind of thing. But I mean, even if you don't want to send anything, even if you just want to draw me a doodle or something, I don't know. I just love letters and I love you guys so much. It would mean so much to me to like get stuff from you and be able to send stuff back and just kind of have this interaction. I know a lot of people have stated that they kind of feel like they interact with me when we're talking on video, and that just warms my heart. That's like exactly what I wanted my channel to be about. It's really super cool. But I really, really want to get that started. So um I've been checking my mailbox. I haven't gotten any yet, but I've been checking. So even if it's a little card or whatever, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, it's just something to get the ball rolling, and then obviously, you would put a return address, and so I could send something back to you, that kind of thing. Um, so I'm really excited to start that. Okay, so if you guys saw my vlog on the Bed Bath and Beyond experience, the Bed Bath and Beyond, because we were in the Beyond section most definitely in that vlog. Um, it was pretty funny because I obviously need to practice that as far as, I know a lot of people were laughing because I was commenting on my T-Rex arms, which like this is my arm fully extended, and this laptop desk is like at my knees. So yes, I have T-Rex arms. My daughter says it all the time. So I can't even touch the camera. Like I can touch the screen. Yeah, I can touch the screen if I put my hand out like this, but otherwise I can't. So when you're holding a phone like this, yeah, you guys got a lot of shots of my double chin, up my nose. I know it wasn't too pretty, I'm sorry. But a lot of you still did enjoy it, and I'm going to continue to do those, and I promise I'll get better and better. It's just kind of hard getting used to everything. Like, oh, you want to show somebody something, and then you're like, okay, do I want to be in the frame, and do I turn the camera this way, or when you're holding it, and then when you like I know this is what happened to me in this vlog. So if you guys haven't seen it, I hope you guys watch it. And it was funny because at one point Marin said we need to give you a stick like to hold. Put the camera like on a stick that extends out. And I was like, yes, I need one of those. I need one of those. I hope he could probably make one for me too. But it was so funny because I noticed a lot of the times, like if you're holding the camera like this, right, or the phone, it's fine, it's great, it's perfect. You hold it up a little bit, you look great, you look wonderful, you're like, oh, I'm so pretty, whatever, and you can kind of like look around and pan, and everything looks good. But see, as you can see, I'm already, then you like get into what you're talking about or what you're looking at, and slowly your arm starts to go like this. So a lot of times you were like looking at this area right here. And I apologize, you guys. It was just really funny. I posted it because I had promised everybody that I was gonna do one, and then I was like, I edited it and everything like that, and I was always like, you know what, Chris, you put so much work into it. Oh, and then it ended up being this big, which I apologize for. That was just, obviously I'm gonna have to buy iMovie on Marin's Mac and use his Mac to edit, because what I tried to edit in just did not work. And anyway, so, just a little more that I will do for you subbies. And I hate Macs. I can't stand Apple products. But I'm using the iPhone to vlog, so there you guys go, just for you guys. And I'm also going to be using the Mac to edit, so double thumbs up for you guys. You guys have put me into the Apple world, kicking and screaming. And like I said, everything, when you start stuff, it always takes time and that kind of stuff. Obviously, when you have it mounted and you're just talking and you're driving, that's not a problem. But then going into places, like I said, my arm, many times was slowly like, doing one of these things like, oh, this phone is so heavy. It's so heavy. Like, it's just hard to pay attention to all these things at one time. So they will get better, I promise. But again, it just takes practice. I look back on my first ever YouTube video and I laugh because it was taken by a phone, and like half the time you were just looking at the side of my head. It was so funny. Like I look back at that now, that'll be a year Oh my God, my YouTube anniversary is coming up on April 16th, I believe it was. Will be a year from my first YouTube video. So it was pretty funny. So I look back at that and then I look at now and I'm like, oh, okay, wow. I mean, it's just a system. But the funniest story about that was, you know, we uh so we go into Bed Bath and Beyond, and of course I'm like distracted by everything else. Like I was like, oh my God, like I love this store, right? There's so many things that I want in here. So then they couldn't find the, quick synopsis. They couldn't find what I wanted. They said there were two in stock. They said it was in the computer, but they couldn't find it. So they went into the Beyond section, Beyond, 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 and they actually found it. And I the only thing I looked at on this warmer is I took it out and I flipped it over and I looked and made sure it was 20 watts, and it was. So I said, yep, mine, let's go. Right? Because we spent a lot of time looking around. A lot of that was edited out. So you guys would be surprised how long that video actually was. It was kind of crazy. But so so I get this thing home. I open it up tonight and I go to check it out, and it has this. Of course, I put it over there because I don't like it and now I'm returning it. But it has on the bottom base. Okay, I'm just going to show you something real quick. I'll be out of frame for 1 second. Okay, now this is from my favorite warmer. Excuse me that it's not. I did the freeze method and didn't clean out all the wax. I apologize. This is from my favorite warmer. It's an 18 watt that I got at Walgreens. Okay, so this is what you mostly notice on your warmers is that you have, this glazed part or whatever, and then this part is just the regular ceramic that goes on to the hot plate, right? And you see it's perfectly flat, no ridges, whatever. The one that I bought has a ridge, a raised ridge all the way around, okay? So the dilemma is that this raised ridge sits all the way on the hot plate, but the main section right here does not. So now I'm saying to myself, hold on, I'm going to put this back. So now I'm saying to myself, is this really getting 20 watts? Like, it's not flush to the hot plate element. Like, okay. So I put in a vendor that I know throws amazing in the Glade warmer, right? Which is 20 watts. So, although I don't like the Glade warmer, I don't like the bowl on it, but I love this one. I love the bowl on it, everything like that. Oh my God, I'm so upset. I'm so mad. So anyway, I put a vendor in that I know throws really good in the Glade, and lo and behold, not so much, right? And I'm going, oh no. And I tried it a couple times and I was like, this isn't gonna work. So that warmer is going back. I need to check more carefully to make sure that the bottom of the dish and is flush with the element. But anyway, so that was the whole story. So that whole Bed Bath and Beyond video, that warmer's going back. But so, but the other part was a score because Marin scored. He got what he wanted, so that was cool. That sounded weird. Marin scored. Okay. TMI. Anyway, so I'm actually gonna go to Michael's, I think, tomorrow and look for 20 watts that are, where I can open up the box and actually physically see them. And now I know what to look for. And, I just was so excited it was there after all that time. I was like, yay! So anyway, so the next thing is that I've been thinking about this in my head ever since I got back from Arizona. I really want to get healthy. I need to lose weight. I want to get healthy. And I'm really thinking of going like really low carb, like almost low to no. I mean, I know there's like it's kind of impossible. Everything has a carb, right? Like it's really hard to go no carb, but I'm really trying. And the funny thing is, I eat healthy. For the most part, I eat healthy. Like I don't have cake, I don't have cookies, like I don't eat that kind of stuff. I don't drink soda, oh my God, I don't drink caffeine. Like there's so much stuff but my problem is I could go all day without eating, like with just having decaf coffee, and then I'll have a big meal for, dinner. I'll cook a meal and then that's it. So my metabolism is like, it's like you know, it's flatlined. Like, it's like, no way. So, I did get clearance from my doctor that I could start doing some light exercise. So that's cool. So I'm going to start doing that. She said, just kind of take it as your body goes. You know what I mean? Like, don't run a marathon. And I'm like, funny. Like, I couldn't run a marathon even. You know, don't run 10 miles, I think was exactly what she said. I said, yeah, right. I couldn't run a mile, never mind 10. Um, but she goes, don't worry, me neither. So I said, but she said, you know, just see how your body feels and whatever. So I have some like walking tapes, like, you know, I can't think of the name of the person, but I really like her. Leslie Sansom, I think is her name. And I first got introduced to her when I did NutriSystem, and I had lost like 45 pounds. And the thing about NutriSystem is it works. If you work it, it really works and that kind of stuff. But it's unrealistic because the portion sizes they give you are like this. Like your cereal, like if you saw in the vlog, in the Bed Bath & Beyond vlog video, like what my cereal bowl would look like, it was one of those big huge salad bowls. I mean, I was kind of joking because I really don't do that much. I don't do that anymore, but I used to. Like that would be my cereal bowl, like a whole box of Special K red berries. Like, you know, I'd pour it and then look at it and go, well, that's not even enough for another bowl. So I would just, I mean, basically I'd eat the whole box. Like it was crazy. So, but this is like, you know, this much cereal, you know, and you're kind of like, wow, you know. And you know, it was surprising because like the first couple days I was hungry. I'll admit when I was on Nutrisystem, I was hungry. Not starving, but you know, still, you know, kind of hungry. But also, it was also because I was used to this no eating, where so my metabolism had totally stalled. So now I started eating, so then my body's going, okay, you're hungry. It's starting to get back on that cycle, like, you know, okay, you're hungry kind of thing, you know? So my stomach was doing a lot of, you know, grumbling and all that other stuff, like, you know, earthquakes going on. Um, so anyway, so I said I was going to do that again, but then I said, you know, it's really not realistic. Yes, I did lose 45 pounds. Yes, it was great. I mean, I was working out every day, that kind of stuff, but it's just not the portions, even though, okay, maybe that is a normal portion. It's just really not realistic. I mean, even if you start off, once you go off it, even if you start off like that, little by little, us in the US, I mean, you guys all know our portions just get bigger and bigger and bigger. Oh my God, you know, like our eyes get bigger and bigger and bigger. And so before you know it, you're back to the big solid bowl of cereal. Like, you know, it's just kind of ridiculous. So I just didn't think that was realistic. So I was really thinking of, okay, I gotta kind of, I'm also pre-diabetic and I have a fatty liver. So like I kind of really have to do this for my own health. And it was pretty funny because I was watching the Kardashians tonight, which I know you guys segue like, wow, Chris, where are you going with this? Like, you know, hello, but you know me. And Rob has to lose 60 pounds. I also have to lose 60 pounds. He is young. He's a lot younger than me, but it was this whole thing. It was like, of course, you know, it was really dramatic on the Kardashians, but they were saying, you know, he could have diabetes and his liver's shutting down. It's not shutting down. He's got a fatty liver. Yes, he probably has high cholesterol too. Yes, I do also. Yes, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff. It all comes along with being overweight. So I just said to myself, you know what? I don't want to feel this way anymore. I just don't. I remember how good I felt when I had lost those 45 pounds. Yes, it wasn't 60. Maybe 60 is unrealistic because I think 60 would put me down to like 95 pounds. But take it for granted, guys. Take this into consideration. I'm only 4'10". If you guys watched the vlog, you'll know that, you know, you guys obviously noticed the height difference between me and Marin. So he's 6'8", I'm 4'10". So yeah, it's kind of freak show going on there. But anyway, so I just kind of said, you know, I really want to, because once spring comes, I want to be in the swimming pool. I want to be, you know, going to the pond like with my kids and with my grandson and all this other stuff. I want to be taking walks, taking hikes, like just, you know, I don't want to just be like, no, I get too tired, or no, I get out of breath, or no, I just don't. I just want to live kind of like a bit just a healthier lifestyle. And it's super hard. And I kept saying, I said to my mom when I left for Arizona, when did we come back? End of February, February 24th, I think. And I said, I will be 40 pounds lighter by the time you get back, end of April or beginning of May. Yeah, right, Chris, that was a little ridiculous. And she's like, Chris, come on, like, you know. So I think even if I starved myself and ate nothing but like water and crackers at this point, that wouldn't even happen. But if I can drop 40 by that time, that'd be great. Even 30 by that time would be great. Even half of it would be great. Um, so my point is, so I'm really trying to, I really think I'm going to go low carb because what we tend to do is I cook kind of like a big fancier meal, maybe, like twice a week. But then there's days I just don't feel like cooking. So we have pierogies and we have pasta and we have tortellinis because they're so easy to just throw in, boil, take 5 minutes, of course, cover them in cheese sauce, whatever kind of thing, and go. Now, the problem is too, when you cook for others and you live in like a family environment, it's like, you know, they can eat things that I can't necessarily eat. So this is going to be tough, but I'm really looking to, because I know too that Marin had lost 70 pounds. We were doing these ideal shakes and he had lost 70 pounds on them and he did really good. Of course, I think lost maybe 15. So, I mean, I still lost weight, but not as much as him. But he was also, he could also take the stimulants that they gave you to rev up your metabolism pills. I couldn't take those. So, that was part of the problem. The other part of the problem, of course, is he's a guy. So guys always lose it quicker. And he was 6'8". So, you know what I mean? Like I had no chance with that one. Like why I even said, okay, I'll do this with you or you do this with me thing was, I don't know, I was setting myself up for failure there. I'm so happy that he's lost that, but I've noticed too now he's like, he said to me today, he goes, I don't use the only kind of peanut butter that I ever use, and I really haven't had any peanut butter in months, but I used to add a little bit to my smoothies, but I don't know, I haven't really, but I do it for my son, is I buy the Teddy's all natural, excuse me, unsalted, and that's all he has. It's peanuts and peanut oil, like, the oil from the peanuts. That's basically it. That's like grinding up like peanuts yourself. Because the other is so full of sugar and preservatives and that kind of stuff. So he says to me today, he's like, I think next time you go grocery shopping, I'm going to get the peanut butter and jelly that's mixed together in one jar. Really? Like, that is so bad for you. And last time I sent him out grocery shopping, he comes home with, okay, my fat-free cheese has now been upgraded to 2% cheese. Skim milk is now 1% milk. There's now hot dogs in the fridge. There's kielbasa. I mean, all this stuff that is so bad for you. And so little by little, he's kind of been adding this stuff to his diet that I don't know. Like, I really don't want to say anything because I really don't want to be like, he can eat whatever he wants to eat. He's a grown man, but he worked so hard to lose all that. I know going through this most of my life, like I know how quickly it creeps back on you. And so I don't know. I just kind of like would rather read labels and just make healthier choices to begin with. And I'm not saying deprive yourself all the time. I mean, if, hey, you want to have a piece of cheesecake one day, have a piece of cheesecake, but just slowly introducing these bad things back into your diet, I don't think is really a good way to go. But that's just my opinion. But, anyway, that's a domestic battle that, hey, I won't eat them. So, whatever. But I really want my son to, because my son is also overweight and he has high cholesterol and he's 12. So he really needs to, you know, watch what he eats too. And I kind of talk to him about making healthy choices. Like we'll go to Subway and he'll say, oh, I want a ham and cheese with mayo on white bread. And I'm like, how about we do a turkey with a little shredded cheese on wheat with light mayo? Like, you know what I mean? Like just kind of, you know, like baked potato chips instead of regular potato chips. I mean, I don't eat chips or I don't eat potato chips or anything like that, but I don't like them. But you know, just and I know baked potato. They're neither of them are really good for you, but just kind of try to make the better choice, you know. So anyway, after all this rambling, what I'm going to ask you guys is if you guys know if anyone's done low carb or anything like that, if you found that like paleo worked really good for you, if you guys could put some links below to some websites or some Amazon to some books or recipe books. Cookbooks is really what I'm looking for because I find, excuse me, that we eat the same thing all the time and it's kind of, you know, chicken is always a staple. But my son it's kind of hard to do different chicken things because he won't really eat vegetables. He only eats broccoli and carrots. So it's like, chicken stir fry is kind of out of the question. Um, but every once in a while I'll do a roast pork loin kind of thing, that kind of stuff. So, um, I know I'm going to have to do a lot more cooking, and I know a lot of it too is also going to be, if they still want their pierogies and their pasta, that's fine, but I'm going to have to be eating different. Like I'm gonna have to be cooking for two almost. You know what I mean? For two people. Like make one meal and then make another. Uh, it gives me a headache. It literally gives me a stress headache, you guys, because I am not Susie Homemaker. I am not big on cooking. I hate it. I can't stand it. I do it for them, and it's just like I said, even pierogies and pasta sometimes. I mean, I'm lucky now because now Marin does that. Like, he's graduated, so he can do pierogies and pasta now. So that's cool. So a lot of times if I just don't feel like it, he'll do it, or whatever. But lately I've been doing a lot of soups, which I was never really big on soups, but like I love chunky soups, and I know that I have to kind of watch those too because the sodium levels and all that other stuff. But I just figure it's better than a bowl of pasta or tortellinis or pierogies, whatever. Um, and I'm not a huge salad person either. So, okay, I like salad. Let me put it this way. I like salad if it's made for me. Like if I go into a restaurant, I have no problem ordering a big salad. Like none whatsoever. Love it. Do I like to chop and dice and all that and peel and no, I don't. Putting it together. And people are like salad. How could easy? That's so easy. I know, you guys. I know. I sound like the laziest person ever, but I just don't like it. I don't like food prep. I don't like any of that stuff. But I'm gonna need to get there. So what I'm asking you guys, if you guys have any cookbooks or websites or anything like that that could help me out, please post them below. I would love, love, love your help with that. Let me see, what else? Okay, so I'm sending out a bunch of D-stashes this week. That's probably gonna take up most of my week. I'm still bagging and tagging stuff. It's slowly but surely getting there, the wax room. Like I'm really cutting my whole wax stash. If you guys saw the picture on Facebook, if you didn't, I will try to clip it. No, I can't because that was on my other computer. I'd have to take another one, and it doesn't look that way anymore. But it's insane. It's nuts. So I'm really want to cut everything in half, basically in half. So, um, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not buying anything anymore. I'm waiting on one more order and that's it. I'm done. I'm not buying D-stashes. I'm not buying anything. So I will be back to my vendor testing, which of course you guys don't see because that's just between me and the vendor. And I am, you know, concentrating on the vendor sponsored giveaways, the Penpal, the vlogging, the warm reviews, my do's and does. In fact, I'm recording one of those after this one. So that's kind of it, guys. That's kind of what's going on. Health-wise, I'm better, just so you guys know. The hormones are, I don't know, they're a little weird. I mean, they give me headaches every once in a while. But other than that, like she was asking me, well, do you feel bloated? That kind of stuff. I'm like, no, not really. I've been having lately, the last 4 days, I've been having like almost like kidney pain. I've never had a kidney infection in my life. So I don't know what one would feel like. I'm assuming I would have a fever, which I don't, but I've been having kind of weird stabbing pains like in my kidney area. Um, it doesn't feel muscular, but it certainly could be. Who knows? Because, I mean, I'm sure all you other people who are maybe battling weight issues know when you have extra weight on you, your back is not the greatest. I'm sorry if this is moving. I think I'm moving it with my blanket. I love this blanket. I love it. Aaron was asking today, he was like quietly like grabbing it and so I'm like, get off my blanket. He's like, you're not even gonna share a little piece of your blanket. I said, no, get the F away from me. No, it's not happening. He goes, I thought we shared everything. I said, oh, except my blanket and underwear. We don't share that. Sorry. Um, that would just be weird. So, anyway, so that's what's going on. So It's great chatting with you guys again. I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you. I have hit, oh my God, you guys, I hit some 600 subscribers. Oh my God. Okay, I know that just seemed like a total freak out. I just hit 600 subscribers, you guys. I'm so excited. Actually, I think I'm at like 604 now or something like that. But oh my God, you guys. I love all you guys. I really, really, really do. So I'm so excited. 600 subscribers in less than a year. I mean, I just think I just, that's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. So yeah, so that's kind of what I want to talk about. The vendor sponsored giveaways. Definitely, you guys. I mean, I know that there have been, people who have watched the video and who have not entered, and that kind of boggles my mind. Like, if you're not in the United States, I understand, because this one is not for, this is just for the US only, but I can't have that many, um there's like maybe 100 people who've watched but haven't entered, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't have that many subbies, overseas. So I'm like, why? Like, it's so easy. And if you guys watch my channel, you probably watch it mostly for the wax. So it's free, guys. It's free. So really, please take advantage of these. It's so super duper simple. Um, all you got to do, like I said, is like, like or whatever their business page or their Facebook group, join their Facebook group, and be subscribed to me, and half the time you guys are already subscribed, so you're only doing like one extra thing. So please, please take advantage of it. I love these things. I just think it's so great. The Penpal thing, oh, the recipes or cookbooks, guys, any help you can give me, I would so appreciate it. um you know Pointers, tips, whatever, links, would love it. And like I said, I mean, I'm not begging. Okay, maybe I'm begging a little. I'm begging. I'm begging a little. A little, you guys. I'm begging. Okay, I'm begging a lot. My birthday, like I said, 5 days. 5 days. This many. This many. Like my grandson would say. How old are you? I'm I'm this many. Um, please, I would love to start getting letters from you guys. Seriously. Really. It really means a lot to me. And sending letters back. I just really, really think that's going to be super duper cool. I have a lot of ideas going around in my head for you guys that do send me letters. So, I would love to really get that started. So other than that, guys, that's it. That's my Manic Monday video. And I will be back with a do's and duds video. So I will talk to you guys later. Love ya.